The Personal Transformation Course. Module 10. Relationships. Relationships are the greatest mirrors of who we are. They reflect back our beliefs, emotions, and patterns, not to punish us, but to awaken us. Every person who enters your life has something to teach you. Some teach you love, some teach you boundaries, and some teach you about yourself. When you see relationships not as sources of pain or pleasure, but as sacred classrooms for the soul, you begin to relate consciously with awareness, compassion, and authenticity. The purpose of relationships. The purpose of relationships is not to fill your emptiness, but to help you remember your wholeness. When we seek love from others to feel complete, we place a burden on them that no one can carry. But when we connect from inner fullness, love becomes a gift, not a need. Relationships thrive when both people take responsibility for their own inner world. You are not responsible for another's happiness, but you are responsible for what you bring into the space between you. Healthy love says, I honor who you are, and I also honor who I am. The mirror principle in relationships. Every relationship reflects a part of you. When someone triggers you, it's not because they are your enemy, it's because they mirror something unhealed within. Instead of reacting, pause and ask, what in me is being shown right now? What belief or wound is this person mirroring for my growth? This awareness transforms conflict into clarity. The moment you stop blaming and start reflecting, you take back your power to change. Each interaction becomes a sacred mirror, showing you where love still needs to grow within. The practice of conscious relating. Conscious relationships are built on awareness, honesty, and compassion. They are not about perfection, they are about presence. To relate consciously is to speak truthfully, but with kindness. Listen deeply, without judgment. Take responsibility for your own emotions. Choose understanding over control. When both people commit to growing rather than winning, love naturally deepens. Conscious relating is not always easy, but it always leads to truth, freedom, and peace. The dance of boundaries and love. Love does not mean losing yourself. It means honoring both connection and individuality. Boundaries are not walls, they are bridges of clarity. They protect what is sacred while allowing openness. When you say no from self-respect, you are actually saying yes to authenticity. And when you allow others to be themselves, you practice unconditional love. In healthy relationships, love and freedom coexist. The more you honor your truth, the more love you have to give. Practice the relationship reflection exercise. Take a few moments now to reflect on an important relationship in your life. It could be with a partner, family member, friend, or colleague. Ask yourself, what qualities in this person do I admire? What qualities trigger or frustrate me? What might these reflections be showing me about myself? What is this relationship teaching me about love, acceptance, and boundaries? Write your answers gently, with honesty and kindness. Every reflection is a message from your soul guiding you toward balance and self-awareness. Affirmation. I see my relationships as mirrors of my inner growth. Through them, I learn to love more deeply and live more consciously. Closing reflection. Love as the teacher. Every relationship, no matter how brief or long, is part of your soul's evolution. Some enter to awaken love, some to test your patience, some to teach forgiveness, and some to remind you of your strength. When you learn to see each one as your teacher, you stop judging and start understanding. Love is not something you find. It's something you remember through every connection, every challenge, every embrace. Breathe deeply now and repeat silently. I honor all my relationships as paths of awakening. Through love, I return to wholeness. Module 10. Practices, relationships. In this section, we'll explore how relationships act as mirrors, reflecting the love, the lessons, and the parts of ourselves still waiting to be healed. Every person you meet holds up a mirror to your inner world. Through them, you see your light, your shadows, and your potential for love. The purpose of relationships is not to complete you, but to help you remember your wholeness. Let us begin this journey of understanding and connection. Practice 1. The Mirror Relationship Journal. Bring to mind a relationship that stirs emotion, perhaps someone you love deeply, or someone who challenges you. Take a deep breath in, and exhale slowly. Open your journal, and reflect on these questions. What qualities in this person do I love or admire? What qualities frustrate or trigger me? How might these reflect parts of myself, accepted or unacknowledged? What is this relationship teaching me about love, patience, or forgiveness? Write freely, without judgment. You're not looking for fault, but for insight. Every relationship shows you something about who you are becoming. Some reflect your strengths, others reveal where healing is needed. The more clearly you see, the more compassion you bring to yourself and to others. Affirmation: I see every relationship as a mirror guiding me toward greater self-awareness and love. Practice 2. The conscious relating practice. Now let's bring awareness into daily interactions through the conscious relating practice. This week, choose one relationship to be your practice ground. It might be a partner, family member, friend, or colleague. Before each conversation, take a slow breath. Ask yourself, am I reacting or responding? Am I listening to understand or to defend? Am I speaking from love or from fear? If tension arises, pause. Feel your feet on the ground. Breathe into your heart and choose to respond with calm awareness. Use I statements when you speak. Say, I feel, I need, I would appreciate. This simple shift changes the energy of communication. It transforms conflict into connection and control into understanding. At the end of the day, reflect. What changed when I related consciously? What happened when I chose awareness over reaction? Affirmation: I choose awareness over reaction and understanding over control. Practice 3. The boundaries reflection. Healthy boundaries are acts of love. They protect your energy and preserve your peace. Take a moment to reflect on your relationships. Where do you say yes when you mean no? Where do you hold back your truth out of fear or guilt? And where have you built walls instead of bridges? Boundaries are not barriers. They are expressions of self-respect. They say, I value you, and I also value myself. Visualize yourself expressing a clear boundary, calmly, kindly, confidently. Feel the relief of standing in your truth, without resentment, without resistance. Affirmation: my boundaries are acts of self-love that honor both myself and others. Practice 4. The relationship gratitude practice. Now, let's shift from reflection to appreciation. Think of 3 people who have touched your life in meaningful ways. They could be loved ones, teachers, or even those who challenged you. For each one, bring them gently to mind and reflect. What have I learned from this person? How has their presence shaped me? What do I appreciate about them today? Breathe into your heart as you feel gratitude arise. You may choose to express it through a message, a call, or simply a silent blessing. Gratitude transforms relationships. It softens judgment, dissolves distance, and reawakens love. Affirmation: I appreciate the love, lessons, and growth each relationship brings. Closing reflection: love as the path of awakening. Every relationship is a sacred meeting of souls. Some come to awaken love, some to teach patience, and others to help you discover who you truly are. When you stop seeing relationships as problems and start seeing them as teachers, every encounter becomes holy. Take a deep breath, place your hand on your heart, and silently repeat, I honor my relationships as sacred mirrors. Through them, I learn to love, forgive, and be free.